Hello, everybody. My name is Suman Dua. I'm a registered migration agent based in Brisbane, Australia. So, in this video today, I want to give you some updates regarding the small business owner stream for 491 visa subclass available in Queensland. So there have been few updates regarding this stream. So we have made various videos around this stream in the past where I have explained about the basic requirements. So like any other general skilled visa, for this visa as well, you still have to meet the minimum requirements set by the Department of Home Affairs, which is that you need to be under 45 years of age, you need to have competent English, you need to have a positive skills assessment, and you need to have a minimum point score of 65 points, including the state points. So on top of this, to meet the requirements for the SBO stream, you will have to purchase an existing business in regional Queensland, and you need to invest a minimum of 100,000 Australian dollars. You also need to have full-time work rights to be eligible under this stream. You will also be required to run the business for a minimum of 6 months and hire one employee part-time, 20 hours a week, and that employee can be an Australian citizen, a permanent resident, or an eligible New Zealand citizen. So recently, BSMQ has published some updates regarding this stream. So there hasn't been much changes, but the updates that they have published on their website are that the pre-existing business that you purchase needs to be in operation for a minimum of 2 years. Previously, they wanted the existing business to be running for at least 12 months, but now they have advised that it needs to be in operation for a minimum of 2 years and not 1 year. The second update that they have published is that the minimum investment needs to be 100,000. So that was always the case, but what they're saying now is that the purchase contract, so the purchase price that you buy the business for, needs to be 100,000. So in the past, they have been a little bit flexible. So as long as you have done capital investment of 100,000, they have been accepting the business. For example, maybe you bought the business for 80,000, and for 20,000 maybe you had to do some renovation, or you had to buy some equipment, or maybe delivery vehicles. So they have been accepting it, but from 1st of April 2021, they want to make sure that the minimum price that you pay when you purchase the business has to be Australian 100,000. Further to this, they have also advised that any sublease kind of business, which is usually the case with fuel stations, that won't be allowed. So you have to be the direct franchisee or the owner of the business. So if you are under a sublease arrangement, it won't be allowed after 1st of April. Also, the courier businesses have been allowed until now, but from 1st of April 2021, courier businesses or any home-based businesses will not be allowed. They have also advised that as long as you purchase, if you're in the middle of purchasing a business, and as long as you purchase the business and settle the business before 1st of April 2021, it should be okay. But if you are planning to purchase a business after 1st of April 2021, so they are going to be very firm with their requirements, and they have to make sure that you are not buying any home-based businesses, courier businesses, or any sublease businesses. So recently we also had a meeting with them, and I asked them a few questions that I keep getting from you guys, from my clients. So I have actually put down the common questions that I had, and I asked Business Skills Migration Queensland team to answer those questions for us to clarify a lot of confusion that is there with many applicants who are interested in this stream. So I've actually printed those questions down, and those answers that I'm going to give you today have actually directly come from BSMQ. So the first most common question that I keep getting is that how long is this SBO 491 stream available? Now for this one, they have actually given a very positive answer. So they are saying that this is going to be an ongoing stream. So for now, they really don't have any end date. So they do want to keep this stream running. Of course, from time to time, they will be updating the stream like they have just done this, but looks like, the people who had already bought the businesses under the old rules, kind of when they were a bit flexible. They are still going to honor those applicants, and the new rules, or you can say the updated requirements, or the requirements which were actually initially part of this program, are going to start from 1st of April 2021. So it looks really positive. So if you are in the middle of purchasing a business or thinking about it, and the only reason that you're not getting into buying a business is because you're not sure how long the stream is valid for, so we have received a positive response that this is going to be an ongoing stream. The next one I have is there any limitation where we can purchase the business, or it can be any regional area in Queensland, including Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast. So at the moment, this stream is available anywhere in regional Queensland as long as you purchase a pre-existing business which has been running for a minimum of 2 years in the regional Queensland. It's fine. But with Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast, they are getting a lot of applicants who want to purchase the business in Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast. So basically, they also want to encourage applicants to purchase businesses in other regional areas other than Sunshine Coast and Gold Coast. But however, Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast are still eligible under this stream for now. The next one is, can we add assets to our business at a later stage and count that towards the 100,000 investment? For example, adding a motorcycle or car for takeaway delivery, etc. So until now, it's fine. So as long as you have purchased the business and settled the business before 1st of April 2021, it's fine as long as the total capital investment is 100,000. So you may have bought the business for maybe 80,000, and then you want to add a car to do the deliveries for the business. So that's fine as long as you have bought the car for the business purpose and you have bought the car in that 6 months period when you're running the business. So it's fine. So the next most common question I have is, can we contract Australian citizens or PR holders on ABN to meet employment conditions, or they must be on TFN? So the answer to that is that they must be on TFN. So they have actually put this on their website as well, that contractors will not be allowed. So make sure that they are on your payroll, the part-time employee. If you hire any for your business, the part-time employees or the full-time employees, they have to be on TFN. So regarding the investment, there is a requirement to invest at least 100,000 Australian dollars, but is there any maximum investment amount? So as the name suggests, this is a small business owner stream. So it is designed for applicants who are interested to purchase an existing small business. With the maximum amount, no, they don't have any maximum amount that you can invest. But if you're looking at investing a lot of money, then there are other business visas as well, like 188, 132, which are available in Queensland. So you may want to discuss with your registered migration agent if you can fall under those business visas. Okay, so the next most common question I have is, what is the minimum initial investment amount required on the purchase contract? Can it be less than 50K, as I will be buying equipment and will be doing renovations later? So as long as you've bought the business before 1st of April 2021 and your initial purchase price is at least 50,000, because what they're saying is that initial purchase price should not be less than 50% of the total investment. It won't be their preference really. So make sure that the initial purchase price is at least 50,000 or above, and then you have done renovations or bought any equipment later on during the 6 months period, it's fine. But as long as you have bought the business before 1st of April 2021, because this option won't be available after 1st of April. Regarding employment, can I work at some other place as well while running the business? So this is also the most common question we get. So this client is saying that I will obviously work as an owner in the business, but if I can drive an Uber over the weekends. So we have actually asked this question as well in our meeting, and they're saying here, because one of the requirements is that you have to work full-time, which is a minimum of 35 hours in your business. So it might be that you're managing your business or providing any services. But then over the weekends, if you do want to work somewhere else, like, for this client, he wants to drive an Uber, that's fine. But also note that the requirement of this nomination is that you're committing to a regional area. So as long as your second job is in the regional area as well, it should be okay. Do I have to show the source of funds? Can I borrow a loan from Australian Bank? So this has been very clearly mentioned on their website as well, that they do not want to see the source of funds. Now, as long as the funds are legally acquired by you for this stream, that's fine. Next one, is it the purchase date of the purchase contract or settlement date as the business purchase date to meet the 6 months running requirement? So I know with some of my clients, the purchase contract could be, let's say, 1st of March, but then they don't settle until 30th of March. So the day when they settle the business, so in this case, which is 30th of March, that's when your 6 months will start. Will sublease agreement for office rental acceptable? Until now, it's fine, but if you're going to purchase a business from 1st of April, after 1st of April 2021, then any sublease agreement will not be allowed. So it could be for fuel station, or it could be your lease or office or whatever. So sublease agreements will not be allowed. Is it possible to buy a restaurant and then change the cuisine? So I guess the whole purpose of buying the pre-existing business is because you already know how this business is doing, because you also want to make sure that you will run the business if the business is going in profit. So it should be okay if you want to change the cuisine, but then, they do expect that you haven't paid any goodwill for the business. So if you're just buying the business because of their equipment, because of their furniture and the machinery they have, so basically you're just paying them for the equipment and the stock, and then you later change the cuisine, that is fine. But it will depend on case-to-case basis as well. So in this particular situation, you may want to check with us, or you may want to check with the Queensland team before you make a purchase. Can we buy the stock on the same day we bought the business under new rules? So when you actually get a purchase contract, it mentions what's included in the purchase price. So if you are purchasing any stock as well from the seller, so make sure it's included in your purchase contract. Because if you happen to buy any stock even a day after, you cannot actually include it in your capital investment. So on the day you purchase, it's fine, you can include the stock. Does the business needs to be existing for 2 years, or the same owners needs to be running the business for 2 years? So I think what it means is, what if the business has been running, let's say, for 10 years, but it changed management, it had a new owner last year. Will it meet the requirement? That is fine, because the requirement is that the business needs to be pre-existing and be in operation for last 2 years. So it could have multiple owners. That's fine. It will be acceptable. So I hope this Q&A session has answered a lot of your doubts and your own questions as well. I will be holding a face-to-face seminar in Sydney on 17th of March at 3 Spring Street, Sydney office. So if you do want to book for that seminar as well, I'll put the link in the description. So it is a ticketed event to make sure that how many people we can accommodate for that event. So I'll put the link in the description below. So make sure that you register for that event if you do want to find out a bit more about this stream.
Stay updated about Australia's immigration. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel.